Hey friends, we are back for part B. This is the tapping portion of the podcast. Get started by tapping on the side of the hand, sit up nice and tall. Make sure that your shoulders are over your hips, that your head is on your neck. Take a big, deep, letting go breath. So, we're not trying to kill the fire. We're not trying to put the fire out. We're just trying to help our nervous system hold desire without it feeling like it's running the show, like it's making our decisions for us, right? So it's an emotional process that we have to go through. All right, one more big, deep letting go breath. And then repeat after me. Even though I have this hunger inside of me that does not seem to have a bottom. There's no end to the well. I keep reaching for things that I think are going to satisfy me, but they never quite do. And I deeply and completely love and accept and forgive myself anyway. Even though part of me believes that when I finally get the thing I want, I'll finally feel okay. And I'm also starting to suspect that might not be entirely true. I'm willing to be more honest about that today. Even though I come from a long line of people who have longed for things that they couldn't have. And I might be carrying an ache that isn't even mine. I'm open to putting it down today. Okay. So we sort of explored the issue that we talked about in part A. Now let's move through the points of the body to really get the limbic system on board, that we can handle the feeling of excitement that comes with desire without shame or apathy or guilt, right? Okay, top of the head, big deep breath. This hunger, this reaching towards something, and this feeling that it is just out of reach. I've been chasing this feeling for longer than I would like to admit. And then sometimes I feel like I get close and then it slips. And then I go looking for the next thing that I think is going to excite me. And that pattern is pretty exhausting. I am really tired of the chase. But what is it that I'm even hungry for? It's not the object, it's the feeling. What would having that thing actually give me? a sense of safety, a sense of belonging or being loved. What if I could feel some version of that right now? Before the thing, before the person or the outcome. What if the desire or the wanting itself is the doorway? What if it's not the problem? That's a different relationship with desire. And some of this ache isn't even mine. It was passed down. Thanks for that. Generations of longing for something that is just out of reach. I am carrying those unfulfilled dreams inside of my body. And I honor it. I do. And I'm also going to put it down because it's not mine to carry anymore. Their hunger was really real. But their story doesn't have to be my story anymore. I can want things and still feel okay right now. So, what if this fire doesn't have to consume me? What if it can just burn? What if it is just information? What if it's just giving me a sense of direction? Move this way. I truly don't have to grasp to follow it. I can feel it without it smashing me. And that is really the gift of levity. Being able to hold fire without burning. My body is starting to relax now, to feel excited about what is coming, to allow my desires to carry me into my future. And then I can allow it to feel good. Okay, take another big, deep letting go breath. If you have water nearby, go ahead and take a sip. And just do a brief body scan here. Notice if anything is shifted, how you're feeling now. My stomach just growled as I was about to say, the hunger doesn't have to be gone. You don't have to feel suddenly satisfied with everything. But hopefully something maybe feels a little less urgent or less like you don't have to figure it all out right now, solve it all. Um, I think that's where the work really is there. 30 is definitely not asking you to stop having want or desire. It's asking you to do it very consciously. The version of you that learned, I'll be okay when I get X, Y, or Z, it did its job. It helped keep you motivated. It kept you moving, but it also could have caused burnout for you. So those old stories don't have to be the driver anymore. 30 eventually teaches us at the very deepest level that Every desire, every single aching, wanting in the history of your life was pointing at the same thing: the desire to come home to yourself, to feel whole, to feel alive, and that is just your natural state when grasping starts to fall away. Whatever the feeling is, it is not outside of you. It is always here. It is always inside. So for the rest of this 6-day window, practice noticing desire before you act on it. Practice pausing, like we talked about earlier. Practice asking, what is underneath this? Because it definitely does not have to be your enemy. Tended well, fire becomes rapture, and we need a new idea around the term rapture. So again, you don't need to master this gate. You just got to notice it. You got to notice how desire shows up in your body. I'm asking you through this podcast to really get in touch with what you're feeling in your relationships, in your body. Not judgment. We're just looking for information.